There, peeps. Maximo Socks here. Who's on the other line of this call?
Me, Frankster502, and we have a very, very special video here today. What we're doing here today? Why don't you tell them, oh great Maximo Sucks?
We are kind of interviewing him, and why don't you tell him what we're interviewing you on?
Max here is interviewing me on the games I am working on, and I can tell you, and if there's one thing I can tell you right now, I think that I'm very hyped for them myself. What about you, Max?
I mean, I'm kind of excited to play these games, these so-called games that you're making. So,
So-called games.
so what are the titles of the name of the games that you're making, that you plan on making?
I am currently in the works of making the Return to Freddy's The Living Nightmare, and the Return to Freddy's 5 The Unreal Experience. Now, Max, before you ask any questions, I would like to state that we might be changing the names,
Alright.
because we're still, like I said, we're still in kind of the progress of making things, and we're still in the works of production. So nothing is official yet, but as soon as we get something solid, we'll tell you guys.
Okay, so how who's who are you cooperating with to make these games?
I'm glad you asked. I'm cooperating with both. Well, actually, no. One of the Living Nightmare, I will be cooperating with Super Panda Chubster and Happy Face Boy. And the other game, the Unreal Experience, Happy Face Boy will be helping me with.
Okay, so which game do you want to talk about first?
I would like to talk about the Living Nightmare because I think that's the one that we're really working on as of now. I want to get that one finished and out of the way before I start um, making the other one.
Okay, so how are you gonna make this game?
I will. First of all, I would like to state that my friend Super Panda Chubster, I asked him if he could help me make the game. So he is really making the game. I'm just telling him all the ideas. So all the ideas and story and everything. Well, actually, no, story he helped me out with, but a lot of the stuff is ideas from me and some from him, and we're helping each other out to make this game. But we don't always have the time to work on these games, and sometimes, we do wander off to other things. So we try to save as much room and time as we can to make these games. So if we can't get them to you right away, or there's some delays or something, I'm really sorry. We really are trying our best with these games.
Okay, so why don't you tell me the story about this game?
Well, The Living Nightmare, so as you know, if you're a TRTF fan and you know a lot about the TRTF games, you know that in the last game in the series, the Return of Freddy's 4, the government shut them down, and the animatronics are no longer in use, so they are illegal, and the places are being shut down and demolished. Now, in this time, it's the future, so like this is way after the TRTF series and TRTF 5. Um, you play as a boy who is dared by his friends to go to one of the establishments, and that would be one of the Freddy Fazbear establishments. And it's sort of like a redux, or not exactly a remake, but sort of like that. It's gonna be like the first game, except sort of like the fifth game. So you can be expecting a lot of stuff from the fifth game, and similarities to the Return to Freddy's.
Okay, so what inspired you or you guys to make this game?
What inspired me was, I think, kind of my friends, because they were had the ability, like they knew the stuff to make games. So I kind of thought that I would go ahead and try that because I do really enjoy playing them, so I thought, why not make them? And also, the other thing that inspired me was, um, all the people who make the great games that I play. I really do look up to them and think that, like, wow, these games are so good. I wish I could do that. And I think that's another thing that inspired me, especially Ponyinator films. I think that what he is doing is awesome. Not just the TRTF series, but the other games that he is making. I really enjoy playing his series and watching his videos, and I really think that what he's got going on here, his fan base, his games, he even has a Wikipedia based, inspired by him. So I think what he's got going on here is something any any YouTuber or game maker would want to be big and to, just please the people. But it's not always about that. And I think that sometimes people let that get to their heads, but Ponyinator, I really think he knows what he's doing. And so do I.
Okay, so these games, how are they relating to the storyline themselves?
Well, they will be related, of course, to the TRTF series made by Ponynator slash BFP Films. Now, the fifth, I would also like to announce something else that not a lot of you may know. I didn't announce before in my other video, but um, I have decided to also make my own version of Frankfurt's, and I wouldn't say necessarily because Ponynator is making it already, but I think that I really think that I like and I enjoy making these games, and I think that when I make these games, I'm gonna have some more experience. So I want to go ahead and go after Frankfurt's and see what I can do with that, and possibly just get better and better from there.
That sounds great, but what we're all wondering is how will we access these games? Your so-called games that we want to play.
Well, you will access my games. Well, I will be posting my games on GameJolt. I already have an account. I haven't released the pages yet. Um, I, like I said, if I don't get it immediately, like right away, and if it like Tier TF5 comes out before my game does, um, I'm still making this game and I'm still putting a lot of effort and work because I really want to do this. I really feel like this is my new thing that I want to do now. So, yeah.
Okay, so you talked about like how you're very dedicated to making this game. When do you think the game will actually be available to the public?
I can't say exactly when there will be a release date. I will try to work on it so it will be I hope by the time, if I can, somehow when I make a trailer, if I do, I want to, like, I'll release the trailer, and by then you guys should know, like, that it'll be coming out soon. Like I said, I can't really say when there will be a release date, but hopefully I will be able to release it soon to you guys.
Okay, so let's talk about the other game you're making, the Return to Freddy's 5: The Unreal Experience.
Yes, that game. Now that game will be my own game, and it will be made with Unreal Engine 4.12. I have already begun a little bit, but not a lot. I'm still working on the story and the name of the characters and all that, and I might be adding some characters of my own. And another game I'm really looking forward to, because this will be a big game, because this Unreal Engine is used by many big people, and I think that this is very good software. It's hard, but it's fun to use, and I think that this will be really, it'll have a really good outcome.
Alright, so you talked about how you're developing the story, and you're not quite done with it yet.
Yes.
So what about, so this has the Return to Freddy's 5 in the name of it, and Ponyinator announced that he is making this game.
And he's not making, like, I'll say that it's a fan game and I'm not actually making it myself, because this is like He was gonna make the game with Unreal Engine at first, but then he decided to go back to using ClickTeam like he always has. And I think that I don't want people to get confused or to make or for them to think that I'm trying to say that I'm the owner of the game or I'm trying to make my like I don't know. I'm not trying to rip it off. I'm trying to make my own thing. I'm trying to have some fun with this, you know? I'm not trying to get anyone confused or anything.
Okay, so you added the Unreal Experience to the name because he doesn't use
The
Unreal
Unreal
Engine,
Experience.
the Unreal
Yeah.
Engine, to make the game.
Yes.
So you will be making this game on Unreal Engine. And I'm
Yes.
guessing you will be uploading this on GameJolt?
Yes.
Okay, so you have an account, and you're
Yes.
gonna have 2 games uploaded to it.
Yes.
One of which is a fan game of fan game,
Uh-huh.
and the other is your own original idea?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, so, like with the last one, are you not sure when it will be released?
Yes, like I said, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could say when it was released. I'm trying to work on this, but my workers, they're not, some of them aren't really putting a lot of effort. Some of them are a little lazy. Some of them don't really want to work on it. That's kind of why it's hard. Like, I didn't like beg them or get them to. They said yes, but I sometimes people they want to do their own things and they don't always have the time to do stuff. So that might happen, and I'm sorry, guys, for that.
Okay, so I think that's all the time we have for today about your interview.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I just want people to know that that this game will hopefully
It's
be
a lot of
great.
screaming in the background.
Oh yes, please excuse that. Believe it or not, that's all the way from the end of my house.
Oh, wow.
But just excuse that. I hope you guys understand here. I'm trying to put a lot of effort, and I'm trying to make you guys happy. And I'm trying to, make myself happy and enjoy and try to enjoy making this game. A lot of people are relying on me and constantly asking me about the game, and I just want to tell you guys, like I said, I'm working really hard. I hope you guys all understand. And Ponynator, if you're out there listening to us, a lot of people have been inspired by you. A lot of people think that what you're doing is great, not only for your TRTF games, but for everything else you do. And I hope you understand and realize that what you got going on here, something special, something a lot of people wish they had. And I think that a lot of the things you've done is really amazing, and I think that you should keep on going with what you're doing. And I think that in the future, a lot of people will remember you for the great game creator that you are. So thank you for inspiring me, and thank you for making me be here where I am right now, because I think that a lot of people are inspired by you, and I think that what you're doing is awesome. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap that up. Anything else, Max?
Nope. Well, I guess that's it. That's all the time we have for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to Frankster_502.
And we'll see you all in the next video.